Hey everyone, I'm going to do a video about a time that God answered a couple of my prayers. It's Sunday afternoon and I'm just kind of laying around here in my room. So I thought that I would, just do that. Anyway, so the first time that I'm going to talk about is when I was living in White River, Arizona, and I was living at my mom's house, and I was going to college at Northland Pioneer College. And anyway, it's a community college, and I was getting ready to transfer to the University of Arizona in Tucson, and I needed to have a summer job. And I did some calculations and stuff, and I figured that if I had a job where at the time I was hoping to make about $12.50 an hour, I believe. And I know that's not much today. I certainly couldn't live off of that today, but at the time I was living at my mom's house, and I was a college student, and I just needed something to save me some money to get to be able to get myself moved. Anyway, so I said a prayer about it, and then I drove up to Pine Top and started looking around for a job. I kind of had an idea to maybe try out a job doing like a gas station attendant, and I tried, but I kept having this feeling to go over to that Chinese restaurant. Anyway, so I stopped at a couple of places, picked up applications, because back then you had to do that, pick up a paper application. And anyway, but I kept having that feeling about that Chinese restaurant, so I went over there, and that was at the Lotus Garden. And it turned out that they didn't have a hiring sign, but when the lady told me that they would train me on the job if I would be a waitress. And anyway, so she told me it paid $2.75 an hour, I believe it was, and I thought, well, that's like a far cry from the $12.50 that I was hoping to get, but I just thought I'd try it out, because, I didn't have, until I could find something else or whatever. So I tried it out for a week, and then I averaged out everything I made, and it came out to $12.50 an hour, like all the tips and things like that, the tips along with the let me see, the tips with the two something that I was going to be making. And it turned out really good, because I was able to put in a lot of hours, and they also fed us there, so I got to eat a lot of really good Chinese food all the time. We had lunch there, and we had dinner there, so that was really good. Anyway, a different time, I remembered that. And so a different time, I needed a job, and that was when I came back from U of A, and I was on a medical leave from school, and I didn't work at first right when I got back, because I was kind of sick, and I started getting better, and I started thinking, well, I need to get a job. And anyway, I didn't know exactly what I could do, because I was down there on the reservation, and I was still kind of having trouble with illness, and I knew I couldn't handle a job where I sat indoors at an office, because that used to make me sick. My body was just not cut out for that. So I asked God if he could help me to find a job where I could be doing something physical, and where I wouldn't be stuck in an office all the time, and where I could ideally be doing something that would help me to be healthy. And also if I could have a job where my daughter could come with me, so that way I could spend more time with her, because I had felt bad about how much time I had to spend away from her when I was in college and in the other job that I had previously, because I worked so many hours I didn't get to see her that often, and it made me feel really bad. So anyway, and then I wanted a job that I could work part-time, because I didn't feel like I had the strength to work full-time, but something that I would be getting paid enough that I'd be able to cover all of my my bills and stuff. Anyway, I was at my cousin's house at the time, and I had this idea to start a dance group. And I didn't know where to go with it, but I'd heard before that at the Diabetes Wellness Center back then, they would hire people to teach classes. And I had, when I was kind of sick, I'd spend a lot of time, watching MTV and stuff like that. And I really liked the dance videos. And so that I thought, well, if I got together a dance group, I wonder if they'd be willing to pay me to teach. And so I talked to the leader of the Diabetes Wellness Center, and she said, write me up a proposal. And so I did that. And I wrote up a proposal about what my idea was to start up a dance group. And at first my idea was to get a group of people together, and we could all learn from each other, and we could put together choreographed dances and things like that. And anyway, and I was willing to put it all together. So submitted the documents she asked for, that I made up, and then she said she'd go ahead and hire me and try it out. And we were going to start off with I think it was two classes a week or something like that. And so, and it was going to be, I think it was $25 an hour for the classes. Anyway, and then I talked to her a little bit after that, and because it was, and then when we talked a little bit more, when I got started about the pay and stuff, she also said that they would pay me $15 an hour for prep time that I was putting into teaching the dance classes. Anyway, so that ended up working out pretty good for me. And then, it was a part-time job, up to 20 hours a week. So, and I was staying at my mom's house on the reservation there. So I went ahead and tried that out, and I did that for 2 years. And, what started up as being a dance group ended up being me teaching dances and teaching choreographed dances to people. And I had students of all ages, and we used to perform in places, and it was really, really fun. We did some car shows and halftime events at games and things like that, and parades, and sometimes other groups would want us to come perform at whatever thing they had going on. So we got to do a lot of stuff like that. And I had to spend a lot of time choreographing dances to teach to people so that we could all perform together. And it was really, really fun. But it covered my bills. And, I had been really specific about that prayer, about what I needed as far as a job. And I knew to try that because the time before, when I had been specific about what I needed, it worked. And so I tried that again, and I got everything that I asked for. I got a job where my daughter could come along because she was one of the students, and she used to help me carry supplies to class. And then I was able to, they just had me, working out of my home, except for the classes that I taught, which were at the local fitness center. And so, like, everything was covered as far as what I specifically asked for in my prayer. And I got to spend a lot of time with my daughter and a lot of other kids, in the community. Like, some of my relatives' kids were involved in it too. And then I made, friends with people that were my own age and stuff like that. And I got to do something that really, really made me really physically healthy. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that story with you, just in case you're ever looking for a job or something like that. You can be pretty specific with God about what you think you need. Take time, think about what you need, what's going to work well for you or for your family, and write it down. and ask him about it. That's what I did that second time. I actually took time to write down what I needed, and I explained to him why I thought that I needed a job that where my daughter was going to be able to be around, because you know, it was hard for me to spend that much time away from her. And he helped me out to be able to do that. And so, you know, regardless of what your situation is, your financial situation, have faith and ask God, and He'll help you out. And that's all I have to say. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.